Wonderful Wednesday to you folks. Meteorologist Nick Lilja here, taking a look at the Twitter account, Lilja_KAMR. You can check me out on Twitter if you'd like. NBC4Cast on the hashtag there. Do post forecast every day at 4 a.m. in 140 characters or less. Been talking to a couple of people lately, and they've been wondering, all these systems, they keep on coming in, and we, keep on expecting a flurry, maybe an inch of snow, maybe a little bit of rain, and by the time they get here, they dry out completely. And I got a lot of questions. Hey, well, what's up with that? Well, this is what's up with that. We've got all this moisture down to our southeast. It's filtering in ahead of every system that comes here. But we are just so doggone dry here. Air across the high plains, not only in the air, but the ground is terribly dry as well. And what that does is that lowers our dew points. And so what you need is a high dew point, obviously 30s or 40s if you're about 30 or 40 degree. You want to saturate the air so we can get some raindrops out of there. So all this moisture keeps on trying to filter in, but as it hits this pocket of dry air and dry ground, just basically a dry area, basically all that moisture gets sucked up by everything that's here, whether it's the plants, the ground, the concrete, us, and what happens is, well, we get some dry air. So all that moisture that tries to filter in and gets sucked up by everything else, and so in comes the system, and well, it's just basically dry, and that's what we're dealing with today. And then as it moves off to the east, of course, all that moisture, say in Dallas, the Metroplex, those folks end up with rain. And we are left, well, high and dry. And again, that's what happened today. System rolls through, and we are just basically dry here. All it does is switch our winds back around to the north and cool us down. Unfortunately, again, no moisture with this. Maybe a couple of flurries in some of our northeastern counties, but that's it before high pressure builds back in. You'll notice we have another trough in the area. It's going to slide on through late Friday into Saturday. And again, do nothing more but basically turn our winds around. And then we turn our attention to this next stationary front up here as we move Sunday into Monday. It's going to come crashing down. That's when we get an opportunity, perhaps, and again, perhaps, for a little bit of drizzle, but unfortunately not a lot of precipitation. As we look all the way out to the west, our next weather maker is there, but that probably won't get here until late Monday, Tuesday, maybe even into Wednesday. For today, though, again, with that system that rolls through, switching our winds back around to the north, we're talking about 20 to 25, upwards of 30-mile-an-hour winds today. As we go through the day, again, by later this afternoon, still right around 20 miles an hour or so. It won't be till later this evening that we calm things down to, again, a more manageable 10 to 15 miles an hour. By the time we get into Thursday, we really start calming things down, and you'll notice right here, you can see there's the clockwise rotation. There's our high pressure building back in, and that's going to calm us down for Thursday into Friday before that next system Friday into Saturday moves on through. And again, it doesn't do much but change our winds. How about high temperatures for today? These are afternoon highs. There's a lot of places that hit their high temperature. For example, Clayton this morning, you folks up at about 45 degrees. By later this afternoon, you'll only be in the mid-30s or so. Pretty much area-wide. How about mid-30s to low 40s? 41 here in town. 41 down in Clovis, 36 again in Clayton, and 37 in Dalhart. It's going to be a pretty raw and chilly day. 37 in Boise City, 41 in Canyon, and 46 in Plainview. Taking a look at the week ahead. Again, 41 degrees today, 37 as that cold air will stay in place for tomorrow again. Light flurries in some of our northeastern counties. It'll stick around for one day. We start moderating that out Friday into Saturday, and marginally seasonable temperatures, average high for today and later this week, right around 50 degrees or so. So we're getting back to normal. By the time we get Sunday, we're a little bit above average. By Monday, hey, 60 degrees. There's that next system that's going to try and squeak on in, leaving us with a little bit of drizzle by the time we get to Tuesday under breezy conditions. Again, thanks so much for clicking your way to myhighplains.com.